So the water, yeah, was higher this side of the house than the other because the water came this way and it built up on the house. But I think it's your adrenaline that gets you going, and we were lucky. We all tried to stay together, and luckily we could stay together. We didn't get separated, and tried to keep our cool and calm, settle one another down, even though we're all a bit upset. But money to keep the little boys safe was our main object. Was that the two grandsons survived. And we were lucky that we all survived. And I think the good Lord inspired us when we said the prayer. That's when we thought, well, we can't stay inside because I thought we'll get drowned under the ceiling. And I didn't want the boys' heads going underwater to get outside the door heads. So we took the option to get out before the house filled up too much more, and stopped in the pool area because I thought if there was a current, the pool fence would help us getting washed out a bit, which it did do. Yeah, it sort of saved our life as well.
Tell me about the courage of your grandsons, Liam and
grandsons, Lachlan. Little Lachlan is only 3, and look, I thought he'd start want to run away when Mark, or Teabag as they call him, came in the big rescue helicopter. It's a big noisy machine and wind going everywhere, and Mark came down, and little Lockie, I can still see him putting his hands up because his mother said, "You've got to play army, you've got to get rescued." Not a tear in his eye. He looked up at that rescue man and he just took him up. And then he came down and got Liam, and I thought Liam would really get upset because he's a bit of the sooky one, and he'll kick Pop for saying that, but he put his arms up as well and not a tear. And here I am hanging onto the gutter, bawling my eyes out like a little kid. But they just took it in their stride, like a big adventure, I suppose. But yeah. And it was good that we got back to see the EMQ pilots and all the chopper blokes, because little Liam wasn't talking. He'd go in the room and just play games, and he didn't want to talk about it. But the day we were asked to go down there and meet the blokes that rescued us, he started to come out of his shell, and now he's drawing helicopters with ropes and him on the end of them and all this type of thing. And he's getting it over really well now, but because they put them back in the helicopters and put the helmets on them and put the harness back around them, and their doctor down there has actually took them aside and talked to them, and yeah, the psychologist did, and it was a good afternoon. And we've since been to Mark's place. He had a thank you barbecue, and my daughter's made friends with him on the internet, and he just asked our family down. He couldn't ask everyone down, but he picked them because they're the first ones rescued. And them little boys are really, yeah, they got to see their helicopter pilot again and met all his friends, which was really good.
Personal chopper pilot.
Personal chopper pilot, he calls us now. And when we did the story for the Q magazine, Mark was actually one side, a full picture of Mark in his uniform, and our family was the other, and it brought tears to my eyes. It just, once I saw that picture with my family that he saved, and he was the bloke, and it was overwhelming. And we did manage to, we wanted Prince William to sign the page, but he doesn't do autographs.
Yeah.
But Anna Bligh signed it for us. So we're going to frame that and keep it forever. Up high.
John and Kathy Mahon, thank you so much for your time and generosity. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks, Trent.
Thank you.